thank you very much. And thank you very much for Mr. Nigel Brett for this extremely inspiring and encouraging words. Many of you here are probably quite familiar or even very familiar with IFAD and Asian Farmers Association and La Via Campesina, but you might not know AgriCord that well. So to start our snapshot, I would like to explain a little bit who we are. So as mentioned, AgriCord is an international alliance of 12 agri-agencies from Europe, Senegal, Canada, and Southeast Asia. And what is interesting to know also now that we are launching this FO4A program is that AgriCord is participating in program implementation also in other continents. We are currently implementing EU-funded FO support programs in Africa, Caribbean, and Latin America, and we are starting a farmer organization-led research and innovation program that will be implemented in 5 continents. Next, Lani. Now, agri-agencies are AgriCord's operational arms. They accompany FOs and provide backstopping and advisory services and technical assistance in the programs that we are implementing. And as mentioned, in FO4A, we have 7 of our agri-agencies involved. And of course, the most important implementing partners and actors are the 160 farmer organizations whose strategic priorities have been driving the target setting and planning of the activities. Next. And before I try to give a short overview, well, Lani skipped. Lani doesn't think that calamansi is that interesting because it's so common in the Philippines, but we wanted to include this beautiful photo from farm work showing proudly the calamansi produce from Pola Mindoro in the Philippines. Just to thank you, all the partners and FOs, for the hard work that they've already been doing in planning and preparing the action, because let's not forget that especially for the local level farmer organizations, this kind of a program planning, all the documentation, log frames and so on, that's not really their core job, but they are still doing a big effort to provide everything needed to get this kind of programs started. So now next, Lani. AgriCord is the little sister in the FO4A program. We are supporting and contributing to the results in the Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Our side of the program consists of 20 projects, and we are implementing 3.5 million total budget. I'm not going to repeat then when we take a snapshot of country level activities planned. I'm not going to repeat every time that economic services are the main focus area. So there's in all projects, there are activities related to business planning and supporting the financial management, strengthening and so on, as well as some lobby and advocacy activities, especially with the provincial and national level FOs. And then institutional strengthening that is also needed to make the economic services sustainable and viable and professional. Just to mention some targets, 10 million euro worth of marketed produce, 59,000 tons volume of marketed products. And maybe interesting to mention also that as inclusion is an important transversal topic, in the projects, we are aiming to double the number of women and youth in the leadership positions in the FOs supported. Next. And first, let's go to the Philippines. There we are working in a variety of value chains, as you can see there: cacao, coffee, coconut, banana, pineapple, rice, calamansi, corn, cassava, livestock, seafood. Philippines, budget-wise, is our main country of implementation, and it also has the largest concentration of FO partners and agri agencies. There, as a kind of a specialty, I can mention that there are a lot of activities also to improve access to finance at farm level, and so activities to strengthen village savings and loan associations. There's also a strong emphasis on transitioning to organic and low input agriculture. And I can also mention an interesting project led by CONFAS that continues to work on reforestation and restoration of landscapes and protection of coastal resources, whilst developing interesting diversified income streams and economic services for their members. Next. Then in Vietnam, we work in maybe little less typical value chains, forestry, palm, sugar, and honey. And from Vietnam, I would like to highlight that this FO4A program allows us and the partners to build on and scale out very interesting results that were achieved during the FFP implementation, namely on the inclusion of smallholder forest owners and their producer organizations in the forest certification schemes and carbon offsetting programs. And as you might know, this is quite the challenge, because all kinds of verifications needed to enter to forest certification schemes are very demanding and difficult to meet often for smallholders. But there are already successful examples from the Vietnam, and we are very much looking forward to be able to scale them out in cooperation not only with the farmers organizations, but with Vietnam Academy of Forest Science and PEFC International Certification Scheme and Vietnam Forest Certification Office. Next. In Indonesia, the focus is in cacao, rice, livestock, and vegetables value chains. And there, in addition to strengthening FO's position in these main value chains, there are a lot of activities to support also diversification of commodities to become more resilient. And here I can mention some interesting scaling out prospects for digital tools, because in FFP ASEAN already there were some promising starts to start using online marketing tools and so on, and their COVID pandemic provided a push, and we are very much looking forward to scale out this type of use of digital tools, not only in Indonesia, but in other countries as well. But in Indonesia, we are already have a head start. There's also important activities to work on inclusivity, development of women organizations and organizations addressing young women and girls integrated in existing farmer associations. Next, please. In Cambodia, we are working with 2 national platforms, and there also, in addition to economic services, for example, FNN that is aiming to establish a business hub for joint marketing of organic rice and chicken. There will be a lot of activities related to promotion of agroecological practices and all in all low input agriculture. Also, youth insertion is a big priority, especially for FAEC. Next, please. Then some words about the core approach within the implementation. It's really peer-to-peer. We have learned, and that has also been validated by a lot of external evaluators, that peer-to-peer approaches are very effective. Farmers learn efficiently from each other and tend to innovate together when they have a chance. So South-South and North-South exchanges, learning exchanges and knowledge sharing is very important part of the program. And there, of course, the synergies and complementarities with ASEAN Farmers Association and La Via Campesina and their partners is very important. And AgriCord will be facilitating and coordinating this type of knowledge management across FO4A, but also then try to find cross-fertilizing possibilities with other FO4 programs that we are currently implementing in Africa, Caribbean, Latin America, Pacific regions. Next. And as mentioned, we really want to implement the lessons learned from AFOSP and aim to further improve the synergies of action with the other implementing partners and work together also in policy and advocacy efforts at regional level. AFA and AgriCord implementation converge on common agenda, and FO4A contributes to this agenda building and helps to explore innovations for sustainability. There are also some common FO partners and areas of interest. There's also joint advocacy agenda around different processes, and from AgriCord side is our Southeast Asian network agri-agency ASEADRA that is leading this engagement with the regional policy processes, and of course always in coordination with AFA and La Via Campesina. Next. So this was a short overview of what we are planning to do and where and with whom. And here you see the team here in AgriCord Secretariat based in Brussels. And you also see that we have social media channels. And as the end of this short presentation, I would like to invite you to follow us on social media to stay tuned, to get update on our work and progress in FO4 Asia. Thank you for your attention, and over to the moderators.